Welcome to this episode of the Tim Borg Show. Alright, we're going to do a EV road trip, and I'm here with my Nissan Leaf 40 kilowatt, and I've already driven over 100 kilometers from Melbourne to Ballarat, and here I am at the Ballarat Shell petrol station EV charger over there. Yeah. And it took me a while to get this going. It didn't work on the first try. I had to try again. Anyway, it says I'm charging at 47 kilowatts, which is higher than people on the internet were telling me that you probably won't get more than 35 kilowatts. So there you go. It is a cool day. It's only like 17 degrees and it's sort of cool and windy and stuff at the moment. So the battery hasn't overheated yet, and certainly it isn't rapid gating, and it's fully charging. And the special thing is that this is the first time that I am rapid charging, I'm fast charging my EV ever, because until I've had it for like 2 or 3 months already, and I've only ever done home charging, and the only public charging I did, I've done public charging, but it was like type 1, type 2, very slow. Like 3.5 kilowatts type 1, free charging around the corner from where I live. But anyway, so it never fast charged. Anyway, when I got here I was at 41%, which is a bit ridiculous. I did my range really hasn't, it didn't do well between Melbourne and Ballarat, but that's because it's 110 zone and I wasn't going 110. In fact, I never exceeded 100, and most of the time I was going 95. It was up and down hills and it's a very windy day. And yeah, the car went from, it took me an hour just to get on the freeway. So I lost 10% of the battery getting on the freeway from my house, which was ridiculous because I think, I just went the wrong way and got stuck in traffic 3 times worse than it should have been. So that really sucked. But here we are, EV charger, EV, I'm living the dream, man. I've only got to wait, I don't know how long, but it's going so fast, it's already gone up. Like, I'm watching it go up. It's going so fast, it's unbelievable. So yeah, I might go down to the servo, buy something, walk around while my car's charging. Yeah, it says there, I've already put in 2.6 kilowatts. This is amazing. 3 minutes and I'm up 8% on the charge already. It's amazing. Alright, here we go. So it has in fact slowed down now. It's gone beyond 10 minutes of charging and we're slowed down to 29 kilowatts. It's at 30 when I first tried to start the recording. So it might keep dropping. This is what I'm afraid of. I don't know how long it's actually going to take to get to 100%. So we're going to find out, aren't we? Yes, indeed. Alright, so I'm still here at Ballarat and it's slowed down to 22 kilowatts. Which isn't great. And now my guessometer for the charging time is literally telling me it's going to take 55 more minutes to get to 100%. And we've already been here for 22 minutes, so that would mean waiting for over an hour. We've already been waiting 20 minutes. I really don't know if this is true or what the hell to do. If I should wait for it to get to 100% or not. I'm not sure. The next stop is Ararat. It's 100 kilometers away, and most of it's 110 zone. I went only 95 to 100 most of the way here, and 90 to 100, and it was 110 zone though, and everyone was overtaking me, so it wasn't good being overtaken so much. But yeah, the guessometer for the range was very inaccurate, even though I was trying my hardest to not hoon or waste power. I didn't have the air conditioner on 99% of the time. I only had the fan on one setting, lower setting. I even tried to save my power on this as much as I could. I turned the screen off in the settings, menu, settings, right, and display, screen off, right, brightness, Yeah, and the brightness is on the lowest setting as well to save power. So yeah, and I had my phone going like for this music. I didn't even use the music on that. I muted, turned the music off. Didn't use the car speakers because I noticed that could drain power too. Instead I had the phone going with the music on that, and I didn't use the GPS on that, and I used the GPS on the phone as well. And I've got the phone connected to a battery bank to keep it charged for the whole trip. Already this trip has taken over 2 hours and we've only travelled 1 hour, but that was because of traffic. And if I had just left an hour later, it would have not been like that, because I left at 8:30, and it was still peak hour traffic in Melbourne, and then there was like road works blocking the exit, the Western Ring Road, which meant, and I followed the GPS to try to go the quickest way, which I don't normally go. I usually go a longer way. That's always easier. And then the GPS basically took me this retarded way that took like over half an hour, and then when we were supposed to be going onto the Western Ring Road, I had to basically go back onto a road. I had to not go onto it and I had to go back on Westgate, and I had to stay on the Westgate. I couldn't go onto the, you know what I mean? I couldn't get on the Western Ring, and then I had to go back into Laverton and turn around and then go to, and then it was all peak hour traffic. It was absolutely disgusting, and I was stressed out and freaking out and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that sure does slow down for the last 20%. It's slowed down by another 2 kilowatts. Also, it's now getting warm outside, and I've also got my cat with me. Hello, Shadow. Hello, darling. Are you okay in there? God, I hope you're going to be alright. I don't know what the fuck to do. Like, I don't know if I should cancel this trip and go back home and take the EV or not, because this is just a disaster so far. I can't wait an hour at each charging. That's going to add 3 hours to my trip. What the F? I thought it was only going to take 20 minutes to half an hour to charge up to like 90% from like 50%. I didn't think I'd be down to 40. I thought I'd only be at like 50 to 60%, considering what the range is supposed to be. I know the hills are super bad, like it's uphill the whole way from Melbourne to Ballarat and up down hills a lot. If you're in from the area, you know how bad it is. It's the worst part. The rest of my trip is going to be a lot flatter, but it's still going to be uphill a bit. You know, so it's just on the way back that it'll be downhill. Anyway, that'll be enough filming for now. Oh my god, hurry up. Don't slow down anymore, go faster. The car's not even in the shade in this charger, which really sucks, because that's probably causing the slowing of the battery. Let's have a look at when I got here, the battery was at 50% temperature, and now it has risen. So that's not good. Now if we get anywhere near the red, it's going to be a disaster, and the charging will be extremely slow. So the trip meter there is wrong. I was already on the freeway by the time I reset the A trip meter. So I'd already done about 10 to 20 kilometers, I think maybe 20, because of the retarded going around the wrong way so much. But that 20 kilometers used like 50 kilometers of the range, because it wasn't on, it was stop-start traffic and shit. Not good at all. Oh my god. Alright, here we are with the EV charger, still same one. I've been here for 44 minutes charging. We've gone from 41% to 96%, but the charging speed has slowed down to 8 kilowatts, and it keeps getting slower and slower. So this last 4% isn't good. It's not good to charge a rapid charge to 100% anyway. Like, this damages the battery. So, the battery is protecting itself. It's just the fastest it can go because of, electrons having to move from one side of the battery to the other side of the battery. What I'm talking about. Anyway, there you go, watch, see, it just went slower and slower. So I don't know, it could literally take another 15 minutes maybe to get to that last 4%, I'm not sure. But the car was telling me it was going to take an hour to get from 80% to 100%, which clearly wasn't true. And I freaked out, but it's still taking ages and it still got me another 15 minutes. I'm just guessing. I don't know yet until it's time. I'm not sure if I should stop the charging and just drive to the next charger or not. Like maybe that's what I should be doing and this is a waste of time, right? At this point. You know what else? I don't even know how much this EV charger costs. It didn't even tell me before I started. And another thing, this RFID card, which I got them to send me, didn't work. Alright, here I am, still at this charger. I've been here for 62 minutes. Unbelievable. I've only got 19 point... We're still at 98%. I wanted to get to 100%. But it's slowed down to 2 kilowatts, which is like home charging, right? So it's going to take ages. So I think I'm just going to have to stop it. So here we go. It doesn't even work. Oh, it's this button. I don't even know how to use the fucking things. Alright, that's finished. Return plug. Charged on the EV charger. The car actually said 100%. But now I've driven off about 1 or 2 kilometres and it's gone back to 99%. But disturbingly, the guessometer for the range said 205 and then actually has gone up by 1 kilometre as I've driven off at 2 kilometres. Hello, here I am in Beaufort doing the Beaufort charge, which I probably didn't really need to do. I was at 75% on the car and now I'm back up to 83%. And I thought I would just charge to 90% and then I'll go to Ararat, the next one. Anyway, I couldn't actually get this one to work at all, and I had to call tech support people for it. My RFID card thing didn't work at 2 of them now, but my app would not get this thing to start. So that's why they're giving me this session for free, they said. So free electricity, yay, except... What the fuck? Look at the space. What? I'm RapidGATing on my second charge. Why is it only at 3 kilowatts? That's so slow. Because my battery's overheated a bit. But not much. But it didn't cool down from the last charge. You know? I had 50% battery temperature before I got to Ballarat charger. And then after that it was at like 3/4 and I was watching it on the way back and it didn't go down really. The speed of this is actually climbing, which is weird because they usually go down. Maybe the car's battery temperature is, you know, dropping. Anyway, major problems with this one. Stupid fucking EV people, man. Like, the app doesn't work properly and it just has caused me so much stress. You know? Here I am finally at Ararat, and this is the Ararat charger and it actually works straight away. But there is a, you know, a silly other car here, Hyundai CCS charging. So we're sharing the speed with them. As you can see, both are at 24 kilowatts. Maybe I could have done faster than that if it wasn't for these people next to me, obviously. You know? Anyway, yeah, all is good when it works. Here we are charging. It's not a nice location, and there was no way to turn in here from the road because of this stupid traffic island that they've got over there. And then like the trucks all honking at me and going mental because I wanted to stop and do a turn, like, and they weren't wanting me to, and I was like, well fuck you, I don't give a shit because I have to turn here. Like, why would you have a traffic island there to stop people? It's just fucking stupid, mate. I'm going to complain to the Ararat Council about this. But anyway, I'm glad this charger's working, so I've just got to charge up, you know, I'll probably charge to 95% or something and then I'll leave. So I've got to go about 14% or something, 15%. Here we are, I'm still at Ararat charging. We're at 90% now, so it's been pretty good. but the charging speed has slowed down, and that was the battery temperature. It's slowed down to 17 kilowatts from, I had like 21 when I first got here, and it's claiming 2 hours to finish fully charging, which I don't think is true, but I think we will leave when we get to like, I don't know, 90, I might wait another, I've been here, according to that timer over there, I can see it says 12 minutes, I think, or 13 minutes, so I'll stay 20 minutes here, I'll stay for another like 7 or 8 minutes, we'll see, whatever that gets me, it should be more than enough. I mean, I've probably got enough now to get there, but I'm just like, I'm upset, I'm stressed out, I'm freaking out, you know, the whole thing has been a screaming nightmare, and I need like a rest from this. Stressed out. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to stop it. It says 96%. There should be more than enough. I've been here for 20 minutes. So yeah, let's do it. Stop. And that's it. I'm here at Horsham and it's charging. This is a different company. This one's ChargeFOX. RACV. Powered by ChargeFOX. It took a while to start, but it worked first time still, and right now I'm charging at 34 kilowatts, and I was down to 54%, it's just jumped up to 56, maybe I was at 56, I don't know, whatever. I've only been charging for 1 minute, and look, there's this big burn marks on it, but this is an absolutely horrible location. Like, there was just a bunch of trucks parked here for no fucking reason, making me breathe their pollution in. And when I got out of the car, even though I got a face mask on, could not avoid breathing the smell of diesel toxic fucking pollution. And I'm just fucking sick of all the bogans who think just because they've got a job, they should destroy the world and leave their fucking diesel engines running all fucking day because someone else is paying for it. Or because they think they're rich. Fucking scum. Maybe I shouldn't have ranted so much on the phone. Yeah, I can't cope. I'm not going to Audi's because I think I should go to Audi's, but I can't be fucked. I'm so upset. I need to go straight home. This is the problem. Okay, it's 3 o'clock and I should be home by now because when I normally leave, for this trip in a petrol hybrid car, I normally get home by 3 or 4 at the very latest. Often not even leaving a bit later. Anyway, I get here in really good time in 5.5 hours, but this time it's like, this is already taken longer. I should have arrived by now and I'm still another hour and a half away. But if I stop for food, it's another half an hour. But if I don't stop for food shopping, I'll have to shop somewhere else. And another annoying thing was, I just realised after over an hour driving that all the food here was getting sun on it, because my stupid car is missing the rear shade that goes here, only because the previous owner must have like left it in their garage when they sold and didn't give it to me when they sold it, you know, the previous owner as in some man in Japan. It's JDM, bro. Anyway, fuck, it's like either overheat my food or overheat myself, because, and if I want the car to charge faster, I have to not plug it in, but I've got my cat with me and she's starting to get hot, so I have to, now that I've connected to the charger, I have to start the aircon back up. Alright, at least it says 60% now. Right. So we are charging quickly. It says that to fully charge is going to be another hour and a half. But only 10 minutes to get to 75%. Which, it sounds like it might be enough range to go home the rest of the way. I've got 140 kilometers to go still. But yeah, the car wasn't as bad with the efficiency once I was past, all those massive hills between Ballarat and Melbourne. So, getting to Beaufort and getting to Ararat and getting here, it was much flatter. And so I was able to do it. Guess what? Guess what's right behind me now? Something I hate more than anything. Nazis. Nazis think they can have EVs now. Do you know how dangerous it is for this Nazi to be charging next to me? Those cars are the reason why all the EVs fires happened that burned down those shipping containers full of EVs. I've seen proof in-depth research. It was a Mercedes SL whatever bullshit. The SL fucking crap EV, the one that's the sedan. Yeah, that was the source of the fire, according to the insurance and everybody. Yeah, so these people are fucked. They shouldn't be allowed to, you should have to put your car in a giant fucking fire-safe box before you charge your fucking piece of shit, a German car. Why don't you go back to Germany with your inferior piece of shit? You don't even know how to drive it. Look how bad they are at reversing and driving. Why are they reversing? Is it because their stupid car has an EV charger plug in a really retarded place? Oh, it does. As if it's a petrol car, it's got it there. What are you, a Tesla wanker? In Horsham charging, I've calmed down a bit, but anyway, we're up to 84% now. It's charging at 20 kilowatts, it has slowed down a bit. It says 46 minutes to get to 100, which is usually inaccurate anyway, and I think I'll definitely stop at 95. Around then, probably. It's boiling in this location. Every single EV charger spot I've gone to had zero shade, which is the worst thing when it's a hot sunny day. Really need shade. And I did end up calling the council and telling them they're idiots for having a traffic island stopping people from going into the council car park where the EV chargers were from a particular direction. Alright, so I'm about to leave Horsham. I unplugged the charger, we're at 96%. The battery temperature is very hot, and I know I should be just like resting for a while to cool down, but it's not going to make much of a difference when this... Hi, yes, I'm finally home, 430 kilometres from Melbourne, charged 4 times along the way. Really only needed to charge 3 times, 1 time was just an extra, which was probably a mistake, but anyway, you live and learn, you got to try things out. Anyhow, I'm finally at my house, and yeah, we're down to 18%, 42 kilometres left. So there was a little bit of range anxiety on the way home. There was an EV fast charger 25 k's from here. I mean, like that I went past 25 kilometres ago, but I chose in a town called Caniva, but I chose not to charge there because, you know, why would I want to charge there? Yeah, so anyway, tried this whole thing out. What's the battery temperature like? Very hot. It's 28 degrees outside. It feels hotter than that. It feels like it's 35 degrees. So hot day. Yep. Had trouble getting in the door and stuff, but that's irrelevant to this story. Oh, had such a bad day in the trip, but it wasn't the car's fault completely anyway, more like just society's fault and stuff, you know? But it certainly is better to do road trips in cold weather in EVs, so to avoid rapid gating and slow charging times. Yep. Alright, well anyway, thanks for watching this video from the Tim and Borg Show about my Nissan Leaf 40 kilowatts on its first country road trip, 430 kilometres. And, yeah, trip meter, sorry. Trip reset. There you go. Yeah, I actually didn't, I didn't trip the first trip meter until I was about 5 k's from home. And I realised, oh, I should do that. So, yeah, saying 425, and I've actually done 430 at least, if not a bit more than that maybe from, you know, all the detours. Alright, no worries, thanks for watching this video from the Tim and Borg Show. Please subscribe for more.